Hi Capricorn, welcome back to Omkaratarot and to your love bite. Capricorn, let's see what are the messages for you now. And a warm welcome back to all my subscribers and welcome in newcomers. Capricorn spirit. All right, Capricorn, three cards for the first person. 10 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords and the Emperor. Okay, second person. Five of Wands, Queen of Swords, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, mutual energies. Three of Cups, the Lovers, and the Two of Swords. Bottom of my deck, I have a Page of Wands. Somebody does want to message. I have a feeling this person never offered any kind of commitment, but they are now done thinking, overthinking. They do want to step up. They do want to do right by their person now. The other person says, yeah, I don't trust them. I don't trust them. This connection was full of conflict. They never built with me. They never chose me. They never made the decision. They treated me like I was just an option in their life. So let's see what's going to happen. I'm going to clarify these cards for you, Capricorn. But before that, let's start with some dialogue message cards. Let's see if you guys could say something to each other right now, what that would be, and then I'll clarify the rest. Capricorn and their person spirit. Capricorn and their person, if they could say something to each other now, what would that be? Capricorn and their person spirit. Capricorn and their person. Let's take a few more from a third deck and then we'll start the reading. Capricorn. Capricorn and their person spirit. Capricorn and their person spirit. All right, good to go. Let's start the reading. And Capricorn, if any of you looking for personal readings, my email is omkaratarot@gmail.com. You can reach me there. It's there in the description box below as well. So the first card here, Capricorn, says, I've moved out of the energy of waiting for you. Instead, I've chosen to focus on healing myself. I haven't written you off entirely, but I haven't expected to hear from you either. I wish we could just be direct and transparent with each other. I know that I shouldn't compare others to you, but I just can't help it. You're a tough act to follow and absolutely no one measures up. No matter what has happened between us, you are still the one. I do talk about you. I know you won't feel the same way now. I have so much to say to you, but I'm scared to reach out to you. You make me feel things I've never felt before. I made a mistake. Let me spoil you. I'm lost without you. All right, so these were some of your messages, Capricorn. If these were resonating with your storyline, let's start the reading. Let's focus first on the first line, which is person A for me. Then we'll move to, I have one more card, sorry. This one says, how do I approach you now after all this time? Okay, now we go back to the reading. And newcomers, please remember this. I'll address this line as person. First line is person A, second line is person B. These are not gender based. You could be either one of them. And let's begin. All right. So, person A, let's start with you. I think that there was a time in the past where person A never wanted to have anything long term. They were not interested in commitment. Maybe it was all about, I have to make my own dreams and wishes come true. And that could have messed up the soulmate connection. Now they want to heal this. Am I right? Eight of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they're feeling that they lost out on their biggest wish. This person is very embarrassed and very ashamed that this was a gift from the universe. This was their biggest wish, which they lost because they were so busy focusing maybe on their own life and they didn't believe in commitment or they were not ready for a commitment. They're very embarrassed and very ashamed, and they do want to now come out of their stress. They want forgiveness. But yes, it's been a while, I think. Maybe they're not sure if the other person even wants them back. Are they still waiting for me? Are they still single? But the person A does reflect and think about person B a lot. So, Emperor, what's the Emperor? this person has grown up. This person has leveled up. They do want to take responsibility. They want to come and do the right thing. But somewhere they feel that their offer will not be accepted. They feel, what if the other person's already given up on me? What if they don't want to reunite with me? What if they still see me as the old me, where I was maybe stubborn or egoistic, or it didn't take action, or I was not secure about myself? It's like, yes, I do want to communicate with them, but what are they going to say about me not making a choice? Or will they cut me out or address that issue, or what's going to happen? So they are a bit nervous to have that communication, I feel, even though this person is missing. They are missing person B a lot. They are ashamed and embarrassed about their past actions, right? So as much as they want to now step up and do the right thing, they are a bit stuck here. They feel they made some mistakes in the past. Maybe they behaved foolishly. They are still keeping an eye on person B all the time, maybe waiting that maybe one day I'll get a chance to maybe return back. They're not happy. They're very frustrated with maybe person B is not talking to them, or they feel, what if they've given up on me and I don't know what to say anymore. So that's the only hindrance, but this person does want to step up. They have realized their mistake, let's put it this way. So person B, what about you? How are you feeling currently? 5 of Wands. Person B says, yeah, that's why they created all that conflict between us. We had so many towers between us. They never offered me a cup of love, Omkaratarot. They don't love me, or if there was love, it's lost now. I don't trust them anymore. I'm angry with them. I'm upset with them. I don't trust them anymore. I'm on that, yeah, they never offered me anything long term. There was no happily ever after for us. They offered me very, very little. They didn't put in the energy, effort to make things work with me, and now I'm also not going to put in any energy, effort to, try and work this out. I don't want to deal with the player. I would rather just move on and give my heart to somebody new. Somewhere person B still sees person A as somebody who was stubborn and egoistic, and somebody who was pretending to be somebody they were not, and person A knows that. Person A just showed me these 2 cards and said, I have changed, I have grown up, but they'll still see me the same way. So, but person B is still adamant, saying, yeah, you know what, they treated me like an option, they treated me like a third party. I'm not going to fight for this connection anymore. I don't trust they have anything to offer. Okay, so mutual energies then for the first person. They definitely want to reunite. They want to have a partnership now. But now they feel, I don't know whether the other person is going to choose me or not. What if they've given up on me already? So they are in the dark about how the other person feels, and they're feeling blocked. And I think they're lacking courage as well. They're lacking courage to come forward and have that communication, even though they want to communicate, because they feel their offer is not going to be accepted. So person B, what about you? How do you feel about this now? What do these 3 cards mean for you? Person B is saying straight off again, they treated me like I was a friend. I was a friends with benefits. They had third parties going on. They treated me like I was just an option in their life. I wanted them to step up at one time. I wanted an offer from them, but this is how they behaved. They behaved, ruthlessly towards me. They played mind games. They made me feel I was not good enough for them. They never chose me. They never made the decision. So I think person B is kind of right now trying to do what is right for them. They are judging person A, saying they were a narcissist. This person is rude and mean and always creating conflict. I'm not going to wait around for them anymore. I waited long enough. I know my value. I know my worth. The blindfold is off. I'm not going to stay stuck in this situation. So then what's the Page of Wands? Yeah, this is person A who wants to message, but they feel, what if it's too late? Have I wasted too much time? Yeah, they're not happy without the other person in their life. And they do want to end the fight and the argument, but every time they, I think, pick up the phone to text or say something, they stop themselves. They're stopping themselves. Why? Why, person A? Why are you stopping yourself? Why are you stopping yourself? Because they feel that the other person is going to take it as, oh, so they come back for passion. That's all they want. They're not going to trust that I do want something long term, or I do care for them or love them. If I reach out to them and say I want to meet you or I want to get back with you, they're going to be termed as, oh, so you just want some more passion with me. That's why this person is stuck. Okay, so that's what I have for you. Till next time then, Capricorn, love and light. Take care. Namaste.